Welcome back, Trinidad and Tobago. Guess what? It is time for a much anticipated Tobago segment. That's right. This morning we'll be chatting with Dominic Williams. We'll be talking about the Moonlight Hike and Coconut Explosion with West African drumming. Sounds so exciting. And Mr. Williams joins us by phone from Tobago. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Tobago and Trinidad.
How is Tobago this morning?
I'm fine. The weather is a bit overcast, but we are good over here.
Wonderful. So we're very excited to find out about this Moonlight Hike and Coconut Explosion with West African drumming. What is this all about?
Well, what happened? Firstly, I would like to say the name of the group. We are Hands of Rhythm, and we are there to provide the West African style drumming, also our folk and traditional drumming of Trinidad and Tobago, to bring some life, to this whole event, because I think it's actually a wonderful event.
So it's Hands of Rhythm, you said?
Yes, Hands of Rhythm is the name of the group.
How long have you all been around?
We have been around, I would say, about 11 years, roughly.
And what are some of the activities you all have engaged in over the years? Performances and stuff?
We would have had a lot of performances hosted by the THA event. We would have been involved in the Heritage Festival, a lot of other social events, even like the Drum Festival, which actually happens on the 31st of July within the Heritage Festival, among others.
Great. So let's talk about this actual event. So it's a Moonlight Hike and dinner?
And cookout, yes. Because I know she has a wonderful chef there where you'd have a lot of different cuisine and all that kind of stuff. So it could be a very fun event, if I may say so.
How would you describe the experience? Can you go into some detail to help us to understand what we can expect?
Yes, well, I know it starts off with a hike. And after the hike, they would have like a big bonfire and then the barbecue and different styles of cooking by the chef. And of course, to accompany the evening, it'd be treated to a lot of our folk traditional drumming as well as different drumming and singing. And people may be able to engage, may be able to even engage in some of the drumming where they can have a little participation from the audience itself.
It sounds exciting. Is it the first time that you all are having an event exactly like this?
Yes, actually like this in Tobago. I would have been a part of one in Canada some years ago. It was actually on a beach, and it was a wonderful event,
Mm-hmm. Right. So when and where exactly is this event taking place?
It is on the Wim Road. It's on the 29th of this month at Wim.
Okay. And how many persons can be accommodated?
Sorry?
How many people are you expecting to be there in attendance?
Well, I would think it should be more than 50 persons, or even much more than that,
Mm-hmm. And what sort of response you've gotten so far?
Well, thus far, the responses are overwhelming, so I really predict that we should have a good turnout this event.
So it's Dominic Williams and his 12-man band of drummers, correct?
That's correct. But we have some ladies too within the band too, as percussionists, singers and stuff like that. We won't leave out the ladies at all.
And what would you say would be some of the major accomplishments that your band would have had in the past?
Okay, well, for instance, we have sent up the younger kids at the music festival of this year, the 32nd biennial music festival, and the team first. But at the music festival competition this year.
When we talk about drumming, is it something that is growing in popularity among our population?
Indeed. Because you see, the drum, most people tend to think that the drumming is hand go up, hand come down kind of a situation until, once into a classroom settings. And that is where you discover that there are tones and hand technique, hand coordination. All of these things are required to become a good drummer. It requires one also to be sort of ambidextrous, And
Wow.
that is where people find that is much more difficult. I tell people that, it could be a little more challenging. For instance, like the djembe, drum called the djembe. This drum could be a little more tricky than to learn to play a pan. And how so? Because within the pan, when you go to learn to play the pan, all the notes are written there. Right? But with the drumming now, no notes are written on the skin. It all is dependent on your hand technique and positioning to create that one particular song each time you would strike the instrument.
Are you ambidextrous?
Sorry?
Are you ambidextrous?
Yes, I would tend to think so, 90%.
So, were you born that way, or did you train your hands?
No. It's something you have to develop.
Okay.
You have to develop over years of practice, continuous rehearsals.
And it's definitely an advantage.
Sorry?
It's definitely an advantage, especially in playing the instruments.
Of course. Because if you are not there as the and partners that you would be able to play if you can't use, both hands.
Now let's talk about this particular event. What led to you all deciding to put together this amazing combination, this explosion with a hike and a cookout and all of that?
Well, it was all Miss Jennifer Bailey's idea, and she would have heard the group at a performance at the Fabre Library. And right there and then when we would have finished performing, she would have approached me. And she said, she wanted to put on an event, and if we would be interested in playing because she think what we had to offer would be just right for it. And that was it.
Yes, I remember chatting with Dr. Bailey. She actually was on set, from Tobago, probably about a month ago, talking about...
Sorry, I missed that first part. What you were saying?
We actually had the opportunity of chatting with Dr. Bailey some time ago from Tobago. Yes. So she would have described the hike, and it's a moonlight hike and the experience. How long is the hike again?
But I don't have that particular information at hand. Because I'm just more or less responsible for the actual
drumming aspect of it.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
So the drumming will take place whilst all the cooking goes on throughout the entire night.
And the bonfire is happening, and that when they're having their dinner and stuff. Yes.
Great. What about the cost?
The cost, I think it's $200.
And it's open for children, everybody. Anyone can attend, correct?
Yes, indeed.
Reservations, would you say reservations would be required?
Sorry?
Reservations. Are we expected to make reservations?
Well, I'm not hearing you quite clearly. Say this again?
I'm asking whether we would have to make reservations to attend this event.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Sure. Could you provide us with some contact information, a number to call?
Yes. Can you hold one second, please?
We're chatting about the Moonlight Hike and Coconut Explosion with West African Drumming. On the line we have Dominic Williams, and his 12-man band of drummers will take moonlight hiking and dining under the stars into the realm of fantasy and cultural extravaganza at Eden's Door. And we had the privilege of chatting with Dr. Jennifer Bailey of Eden's Door some time ago, pulsating the air with the explosive sounds of West African drumming laced in an authentic Caribbean flavor. The sounds will rise up from the valley, sail over the hills, and wake up the night. It's promised to be an exciting one. We're just waiting to get that number from Mr. Williams.
Yes. The number is 390...
390...
6107.
6107. Wonderful. Yes. What are your closing comments at this time?
I would just like to say to the public in general, come out and have fun time with us. Enjoy the hiking, enjoy the bonfire, enjoy the exquisite food and stuff that is going to be offered. Come out and let's have fun, sing and dance the night away.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mr. Dominic Williams.
Not a problem. Please enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you so much, and same to you. So we've been chatting with Dominic Williams, and we're talking about the Moonlight Hike and Coconut Explosion with West African Drumming. That number to call, 390-6107.